Pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Branch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Run the gun, running back on the move. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll go to the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fields. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Brings up second down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Love. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. He'll set up to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Frazier.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Bell. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Notre Dame and Georgia were hardly strangers in recent years, but that clash in the playoff in the Sugar Bowl took a turn as the Irish won for the first time against the Dogs.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good job by Notre Dame finishing the first half, forcing turnovers, special teams scoring a touchdown, not beating themselves. Notre Dame, they proved they belong on the big stage, Jesse, and that gave them momentum moving forward.
Yeah, they wanted to make a statement against the SEC champs, and they sure did do that. Now, this time around, they're not sneaking up on anybody. You know Georgia is ready. They're locked and loaded. Kirby Smart will have got them fired up and ready to go. This one's going to look and feel a little bit different.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it on the move. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6.
6-9-1, Gators far. Now.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
To throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
To the air, it's Stockton. He's going for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, short completion, setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Now, for starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Bob. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go to the air on second and short. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. It's a seam wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Pushes ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws it back. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Carr. He'll take another shot here. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He gets the pick, but not the pick six, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They go to the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. It's a running room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple.
Oh, a lot of space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
A couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Finds his big tight end. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. Got his man. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Love. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Bulldogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line.
Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Complete in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Fields. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Love. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Carr. And it's picked off for the third time today. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Power football with the run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 28, Notre Dame 0.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Makes a catch at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The inside handoff. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Georgia.
Second down coming up.
Get set, get set.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Third down coming up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Frazier. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. He just barely got enough, but that one, he just barely kept it straight enough, too. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Makes the grab down the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the 2nd time we've called his number, called his name, like his 2nd catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fires to the wideout. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's reeled in, it's Fields. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down.
And man, this defense has been so good today. They've built a lead. They know how to play with the lead. They haven't given up a lot of big plays. Right there, that's one of the bigger plays they've given up today. And at this point in the game, garbage time, you're all right with that, man. That's just padding the stats for the other side. No big deal.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking to scramble. He's going up top here late in the game. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapted. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Love. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick completion on the out route. Headed to the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That makes the score, Georgia 34.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.